as a composer, my job is to compose pieces together to and make things work globally, and I love to do that also with people and with organizations and with artistic processes. I love working with people. I love finding the truth in them and the passion in them, and see how that goes along with my own passion. I would love to see everyone excel in their own field and use the ensemble as a way to elevate themselves, and by doing so also elevate the ensemble on the way. I try to see if there is something particular that they like, that they are passionate about. That means to me that there are people who are thinking about what they do, has their own ideas, who are opinionated, because those are the type of people that we're looking for.
So what I was thinking, for example, maybe you can
Connecting the right people with the vision, and making sure that they themselves are aware for the big picture too, but can also deliver their own part, who understand what it is that we're trying to do and feel connected to it, but also good performers who can deliver. And use intuition, which is what we want to practice here in improvisation. I think that's what makes a good group work well.
I'm Deb Silver, so I'm working with the musicians in exploring how to use their bodies as an instrument, to explore how that can then affect the work that they do as musicians. My background is not only as a dancer, but also I've worked in psychology. So I take just my awareness of working with people and bringing it down to this level of what's happening not only through their movement but also through their awkwardness and their discomfort, and bringing that out into the picture so that it's no longer something that you're hiding behind, but something that you can actually realize and work with. In my work, I don't focus on contact being merely touch, but also contact through eye contact, as well as just peripheral contact and understanding of your spatial awareness.
Falling.
Great. So the momentum you see, it's not always going to go up. To this other person. You can have contact with a person as well as contact with the space that you're in. So taking all these elements into then doing movement exercises that are very simple, really, but take in this idea of contact then allows you to relate to not only your own body, but also the people that are in the space with you, as well as the surrounding area.
Coming out to a place like this allows us not only to make music, but also to commune with ourselves and explore new parts of music that would otherwise get squandered in the everyday life of the busyness. And I think it's incredibly valuable to not only build as musicians, but as friends, as colleagues, as intellectuals. what I do with EMP allows me the ability to explore music in a way I never thought possible. The fact that my own career has taken so many different turns, EMP has allowed me the ability to foster new relationships, perform different sorts of music, and meanwhile collaborate with people I would never see on a normal, quote-unquote, normal basis. It's the ability to create. That flow and ebb of a not-so-strict structure, and in a place like this with members that I've never met, a lot of them I have never met, maybe about a third of them, allowed me just to explore new boundaries with myself, with other people, and stuff that I've always wanted to do, essentially.
For me personally, I think a group like Ensemble Moto Perpetuo is actually very important in this current contemporary music climate, because I think the kinds of relationships that we're hoping to build between the players is sort of unique, not only in their relationships with each other, but also kind of in negotiating their own space in New York. I think that having a group like that, feeding off of the kind of culture and the circumstance in New York City, already lays a lot of inspiration for us, and to just kind of use that energy and kind of our own, I hate to say it, but like naivete, to kind of use that to kind of create the momentum. And I think it has a lot of promise. I think that's kind of what keeps the spark going, is that we all really believe in what's happening, and kind of whether or not it succeeds is not really the point. It's more like it's about the process and kind of getting there and working together. And I think that in that sense, Amir and I are kind of on the same page. And I think it's a kind of an astonishing approach to creating, art.